Premier League striker identified as Plan B for Vinicius Jr. amid contract tensions. Real Madrid have reportedly identified Manchester City striker Erling Haaland as their ideal candidate to replace Vinicius Jr. if they cannot come to terms on a new contract. Los Blancos will continue their season on October 19th against Getafe, and they will hope that forward Kylian Mbappé is available for the clash after he suffered an injury on Friday while on international duty with France. If the Frenchman does not recover in time, winger Vinicius Jr. will be expected to carry the team's attacking burden in that La Liga clash. Despite the fact the Brazilian has been central to many of Real's successes over the years, there have been several reports of a rift between the attacker and the club's hierarchy over a contract extension, with his current deal set to expire in the summer of 2027. Diario Sport claimed that if a breakthrough cannot be reached, Los Blancos would look to sell the winger and bring in Manchester City striker Erling Haaland, who has the backing of former Borussia Dortmund teammate Jude Bellingham. Should Real Madrid sell Vinicius Jr. in the summer transfer window? There is no doubt that Vinicius Jr. is among the best forwards in the world when he is at his best, but there is an argument that the need for him in the team has somewhat lessened since the arrival of Mbappé. While the Brazilian scored 20 goals in 51 games last term for Real, Mbappé scored 42 times in 55 matches, significantly more than the former managed even in his best ever season for the club in 2023-24. It should be noted that neither player is particularly strong without the ball, and playing two defensively weak players in the forward line could be problematic for boss Xabi Alonso, who has implemented an aggressive style of play. Allowing the 25-year-old to enter into the final year of his contract would also be dangerous, so perhaps selling while they can still recoup a high fee would be a sensible approach. Does Erling Haaland suit Real Madrid under Xabi Alonso? Alonso has shown a great willingness to adapt his play style as a manager, with the 3-4-3 system that he used at Bayer Leverkusen ditched in favor of a four-man defense at the Bernabeu. The Spaniard has also changed how Real attack, as while the team were often passive under previous boss Carlo Ancelotti, the current side often press high and create scoring opportunities from turnovers of possession. Haaland has rarely had the opportunity to demonstrate his brilliance during counterattacks under Pep Guardiola, but his goal against Arsenal on September 21st highlighted that he is able to dangerously power through opposition defenses once the ball has been won. Signing the Norwegian may also benefit Mbappé, who predominantly played from the left in his career prior to joining Real Madrid, and Haaland's arrival could facilitate the Frenchman's move back into a wide position. Subscribe. Marcus Rashford makes decision on Barcelona transfer as Man United options emerge. Marcus Rashford has been in fine form for Barcelona this season, with the England striker keen to decide on his Manchester United future. Marcus Rashford has his sights set on a permanent move to Barcelona, despite interest from other top European clubs. The England international is currently on a season-long loan at the Catalan club from Manchester United, with an option for Barcelona to make the move permanent for a fee of £26 million next summer. Following their Champions League encounter, Rashford's impressive form at Barcelona has attracted attention from other clubs across Europe, including Paris Saint-Germain. However, according to the Mirror, Rashford remains committed to securing a permanent transfer to Barcelona next summer, fulfilling a childhood dream to play for the Spanish Giants since his departure from Old Trafford. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick has publicly praised Rashford, and the 27-year-old has also caught the eye of England boss Thomas Tuchel during international duty. The Manchester United loanee made a second-half appearance in England's resounding 3-0 victory over Wales last Thursday. Rashford will be hoping to secure a starting spot in Tuesday's match against Latvia, where England could confirm their World Cup qualification if results go in their favor. He has been in scintillating form since the last international break, netting a goal in England's 5-0 thrashing of Serbia. In his most recent 8 matches for both club and country, Rashford has delivered 4 goals and 4 assists. His latest goal came in Barcelona's surprising 4-1 defeat to Sevilla, as the reigning La Liga champions relinquished their hold on the top spot. Flick praised Rashford's display after he netted twice in the Champions League to guide Barcelona past Newcastle 2-1 at St. James Park last month. "I am not surprised by his goals," Flick said. "I think he's a fantastic player. His skills are unbelievable, and his finishing is unbelievable. I think also in the first half, he tried to create chances, but the finishing wasn't there. In the second half it was. For a striker, it's always good to score. I am really happy. He is an important player. When we spoke before the season about what we needed in the team, we felt we needed a player like him. When we had this chance to sign him, I said we have to do it. He's an outstanding player. Rashford recently suggested publicly that he's eager for a permanent move to Catalonia. I want to stay for as many seasons as possible. We will see, he told TNT Sports. I have to focus on trying to do my job and trying to help the team in whichever way I can. I'm learning a lot. It's a new style of football, but it's making me a better player. Honestly, it's an amazing experience. I've always been a huge admirer of Barcelona. Every player my age has watched them play. It's amazing football. Barca's sporting director, Deco, told Mundo Deportivo, there's no penalty clause in the loan agreement if we don't sign him. We do have an option to make it permanent if we want to. It's too early to talk about decisions for next season. What matters is that we're happy with him. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Manchester United have reportedly made a sensational £130 million bid to sign Barcelona superstar Rafinha, as they continue their efforts to strengthen the squad amid takeover developments at Old Trafford. According to FICHodges.net, the Red Devils are ready to break their transfer record in an attempt to lure the Brazilian winger back to the Premier League. Under new manager Ruben Amorim, United spent heavily during the summer, approximately £200 million, on players like Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo, and Benjamin Sesko. However, the departures of Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, and Rasmus Haaland have left significant gaps in the attack. Despite the major investment, United's start to the season has been disappointing, prompting the board to seek additional attacking reinforcements. Rafinha has been in outstanding form for Barcelona under Hansi Flick, contributing 24 goals and 24 assists in just 56 appearances during the 2024-25 season, an extraordinary record that earned him 5th place in the Ballon d'Or rankings. His explosive pace, creativity, and versatility have made him one of the most feared attackers in Europe, capable of changing a game single-handedly. The 28-year-old is currently under contract with Barcelona until June 2028, but the Catalan Giants are facing a difficult financial situation. Some officials reportedly believe that selling Rafinha could help stabilize the club's finances, while others argue that letting him go would send the wrong message about their ambitions. With offers between €120 million, £104 million, and €150 million, £130 million, already on the table, negotiations could hinge on Barcelona's ability to balance sporting goals with financial realities. For Manchester United, this move would represent a major statement of intent, especially as the club is rumored to be in advanced takeover talks with new investors, which could unlock significant additional funds. If completed, Rafinha's signing would not only shatter the club's transfer record, but also inject world-class quality into Amorim's tactical setup. United's management is reportedly confident that the Brazilian forward could transform the team's attack and restore their competitive edge in both the Premier League and Europe. However, there are still internal concerns over committing such a massive fee for a player approaching his 30s. While Rafinha himself is believed to be happy at Barcelona and proud to serve as one of the club's captains, the allure of a record-breaking transfer and the chance to become the centerpiece of Amorim's project could eventually tempt him. For now, all eyes are on how negotiations progress, and whether Manchester United's bold bid will be enough to convince Barcelona to part ways with one of their brightest stars. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Manchester United have received a significant boost in their pursuit of Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba, as new reports suggest that the Seagulls are preparing for his potential departure. The Premier League side has reportedly shown strong interest in the 21-year-old Cameroon international, who has become one of Brighton's standout performers since joining from Lille. During the summer transfer window, Brighton were firm in their stance that Baleba was not for sale at any price, particularly because there was not enough time to secure a suitable replacement before the window closed. However, the situation now appears to be changing. According to transfer expert Nicolo Schira, Brighton are already scouting and negotiating for possible successors, including Christos Mouzakitis, an 18-year-old sensation from Olympiacos. Shira reports that Brighton made a very rich €40 million bid for Mouzakitis during the last transfer window, which Olympiacos rejected. Still, this aggressive move suggests that Brighton are planning for life after Baliba, a clear sign that the club could be open to selling him in the near future, possibly in the summer of 2026, or even as early as January if the right offer comes in. For Manchester United, this development is promising. The club's midfield has struggled for consistency under Ruben Amorim, who has been eager to bring in a dynamic, hard-working defensive midfielder capable of anchoring his 3-4-3 system. Baliba fits that profile perfectly. He possesses speed, strength, and tactical awareness, making him an ideal player to cover large spaces and provide defensive stability while maintaining fluidity in possession. United's recruitment team reportedly views Baliba as one of the top priorities for their long-term rebuild. His estimated transfer value, ETV, stands at around €57 million, but it is believed that United are ready to go well above that figure to secure his signature. Given Brighton's business model, signing young talents, developing them, and selling for substantial profit, a deal could be very possible once the Seagulls have finalized their replacement plans. In essence, Brighton's pursuit of Mouzakitis is an early indication that they are preparing for Baliba's eventual exit, and for Manchester United, it represents the first real sign of hope that a deal for their midfield target can finally be achieved in the coming transfer windows. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Marc Guéhi breaks silence on Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern links. Crystal Palace's captain is becoming one of the game's most wanted players. Marc Guéhi says ongoing transfer links with Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich don't matter to him as long as he continues to play well. Guéhi was on the brink of leaving Crystal Palace for Liverpool on transfer deadline day early last month, only for the proposed move to collapse when the Eagles were unable to find a replacement. The England defender has earned plaudits for the way he has handled himself throughout, in stark contrast to Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres, and Yoane Wissa effectively going on strike to force their respective moves to Liverpool, Arsenal, and Newcastle United. But even though he stayed at Palace, Guéhi's situation is far from resolved. He is out of contract at the end of the season, which currently means he'd be moving on as a free agent. Liverpool have been tipped to resurrect their deal when the January transfer window opens, especially now that Giovanni Leone has been sidelined with a serious knee injury and defensive cover is paper thin. Equally, if it gets to January and no Palace contract has been agreed, Guéhi could theoretically sign a pre-contract agreement with a European club to lock in a summer move overseas. Publicly, at least, he is staying calm and focusing only on what is directly in front of him. For me, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm playing well for Palace, there is an opportunity for me to be here, with England, the 25-year-old told reporters while on international duty. Whether it's sorted or not, it doesn't matter for me. Personally, I don't know if I can think that far ahead. I like to just take it step by step, and that is just focusing on the games that I have at Palace and any upcoming opportunities one have here. European giants in need of defensive strengthening. Aside from Liverpool's desperate need for center-back reinforcement, with Ibrahima Konate currently also sidelined and not guaranteed to be at Anfield next season because of his own contract situation, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich are all on the lookout. Madrid spent a substantial amount to sign Dean Huijsen in June, but with David Alaba turning 34 just days before his contract expires next summer and Antonio Rudiger also getting on in age, planning for the future has to be an immediate consideration at the Bernabeu. Barcelona have Pau Cubarsí, but no marquee defensive partner. At Bayern, meanwhile, the respective futures have Kim Min-jae and Dayot Upamecano have been the subject of speculation. All three European giants have shown a willingness to dip into the market for English talent in recent years, with Trent Alexander-Arnold joining Jude Bellingham in Madrid, Marcus Rashford now in Barcelona for at least this season, and Harry Kane lighting up the Allianz Arena. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Fabrizio Romano confirms Arsenal's interest in Real Madrid starlet Victor Valdepenas. Arsenal have continued their tradition of scouting young European talents, and their latest target appears to be Victor Valdepenas, an 18-year-old center-back from Real Madrid Castilla. The highly rated Spanish defender has impressed with his maturity, composure on the ball, and consistent performances under Castilla coach Raúl González. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal have been monitoring Valdepenas for several months. Speaking to Caught Offside, Romano said, "Who can be the next talent playing at Arsenal? I have one name. It's a talent Arsenal have been observing for some time. Victor Valdepenas, also called Vald. He's a Real Madrid player, a young Spanish center-back that Arsenal have been monitoring for months. Valdepenas is considered one of the brightest defensive prospects from La Fábrica, Real Madrid's famous academy. Alongside fellow teenager Joan Martinez, he has become an important player for Castilla this season. His calm defending and ability to play out from the back fit perfectly with Mikel Arteta's football philosophy, which values technical and composed defenders. However, Romano also pointed out that signing him would be extremely difficult. It's not going to be easy because he's a Real Madrid player, he explained. All players want to stay there and see Madrid as the best project possible. Real Madrid, for their part, have no intention of letting Valdepenas leave anytime soon. They view him as a key figure in their youth setup and believe he could become part of the senior squad in the future. The club reportedly rejected any talks about his exit during the last transfer window, underlining their confidence in his potential. For now, Arsenal's interest remains a matter of long-term observation. The Gunners are likely to continue tracking Vald's progress, hoping that an opportunity to sign him might arise in the future. Still, with Real Madrid determined to keep their young talent, a transfer seems unlikely, at least for now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.